Hi everybody.
Hello everybody.
So this week I was going to talk about my attempts to tame you that didn't go so well.
Right, well, let's hear it.
So we were actually talking about this when we were cycling the other day with the dog. And as I recall, what you would say is that I would get impatient with you and you would take it personally. And in your taking it personally, you would get angry with me.
Yes.
And then I would take you getting angry with me personally.
Yes.
And then it would escalate.
Yes.
But it all started...
with you getting impatient.
Yes. Without realizing it. With probably, in my mind, again, separate realities, in my mind, thinking that I was being helpful and trying to encourage you to be different in certain ways. Like things that would frustrate me about you, I would think that, why are you frowning like that?
Well, because helpful has a quality of compassion attached to it. Impatience doesn't seem to have that same quality.
I'm not saying that I wasn't impatient. I'm saying that in my mind I was up-leveling you, helping you to up-level. I was trying to better you.
Okay.
And things like, I thought it would be good for you to be able to figure out banking, for example, so that our checks didn't bounce. Right. I thought that would be a good thing.
Yes. In
my mistaken, misguided attempt to try and improve you, cultivate you.
Yes.
I thought you should take over our finances.
Right.
And then I would get really frustrated with you.
Right.
Because it seemed like it was a very difficult process when we would sit down and do the accounts together.
Yes, it was.
And then I would not be very compassionate, and you would not be very compassionate with me, and then it would all go downhill. That's just one example.
Right. Yeah, I had a real thing about impatience. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't like impatience in my own home. I could deal with it in the big wide world to a greater or less degree, but in my own home, I found it intolerable.
And sometimes my impatience was completely invisible to me. I didn't even realize I was being impatient. I'm not saying I wasn't, but I didn't even notice
No, and I think that's accurate too. And I think that my intolerance, should I say, of impatience was such that it actually could be a very subtle demonstration of impatience as far as you were concerned, and I would react to it.
Yeah.
And then it would escalate from there.
Yes. And so all goes to point to that my attempts to cultivate you and change you did not go very well.
It did not.
And that really we're a great team and we have complementary strengths. So there's no need for you to do our accounts because I'm actually quite capable of doing it and handle it really well. So that was just a complete wasted effort.
Yes.
What?
Well, I provide service in other ways.
Absolutely. Look, you do all of the repairs around the house.
Exactly.
You laid hardwood floors through the whole of our entire home. I mean, you do incredible things, which I couldn't even, imagine how it would be possible for me to do. So our natural strengths are enough. And if I had just embraced your natural strengths and not worried about, a few bounce checks here and there, or realized that, hey, maybe I should be the one doing this so that doesn't happen, then it would have been much more harmonious earlier on. Yeah,
no, absolutely. And it all boils down to trying to manage the other party.
Yes. I tried to tame you, I tried to cultivate you, I tried to change you to suit my liking because those things about you looked to me dangerous and scary.
Yeah.
It looked like bouncing a check was like horrifying to me. It just like turned my world upside down. I couldn't tolerate it. And really it's no big deal. And then your anger was something that it was like, well, that wasn't okay. I needed to, do something about that. I can't be with someone that gets angry with me in that way. And so all of that was a result of me trying to manage my own internal experience through changing you, and it all going very poorly.
Yeah. And I guess that's where quite often a relationship will get into turmoil, more often than not, is that when one or the other feels like they can't manage the other party's behavior, it just gets more and more frustrating. And then there's more polarization. And that's why we have a bunch of clients who come and see us, because the management routine fails miserably at every turn.
Right, and what we're pointing to is how just really allowing the natural state of the person to come through is beautiful and will bring out the best in them, and that our own feelings of insecurity, anxiety, when we can see that they're also part of our natural state and that they don't need to be managed either, that they'll just move through us just like an ocean wave will come and go, that there's nothing to be done with that as well. It's like it's really freeing. We don't need to manage ourselves or our feelings. We don't need to manage our partner. Then we can just get on with living life and enjoying it.
Yeah. Take your hands off the controls. Can I say my aeroplane analogy?
Yes, go ahead.
So there is an aeronautical principle that lets us know if you are a pilot and your aircraft goes into a tailspin, you're supposed to take your hands off the controls, and the aircraft will naturally right itself. And it's the same thing with relationships. If we just take our hands off the controls and allow our innate natural state of well-being as a couple to come back into balance, then we're usually good to go. But it's that sort of insatiable need to control the other party when they feel they're not doing what we want.
And even trying to control ourselves too.
Yeah, exactly.
So just we get ourselves into hot water and we don't realize it.
Yeah, I mean it bleeds into everything, whatever relationship we're in.
Yeah.
The professional or intimate.
Well, have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a great weekend. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.